I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The Indiana Fever just beat the Aces. The first time the Indiana Fever beat the Las Vegas Aces since I was 22 years old. Aces MVP, the Refs Fever's MVP, and Melissa Smith. You're right. You're right. Um, the Las Vegas Aces, the team that was supposed to be the best team that never loses, just got embarrassed in front of everyone watching basketball. They lost by 27 points, check. Asia Wilson getting special help from the refs, and it still wasn't enough. Check. Chelsea. Gray doing nothing while everyone says she's better than Caitlin Clark. Big check. While Asia Wilson was out here grabbing players from above their heads and getting away with it, there was a team in Indianapolis that was about to show her what real basketball looks like. And Asia Whistle Wilson, oh my God. You see how many free throws that lady got? Oh my God. On the score sheet, she had almost 30 points. But all the free throws this woman got, man. They tried their best to help the Aces win the game, man. But it didn't work. It didn't work, man. They crushed the Aces about time the Fever finally beats the Aces, man. And without Caitlin Clark, the 81-54 beat down the Indiana Fever put on the Las Vegas Aces wasn't just a loss. It was a big statement, and that statement was really clear. No amount of good calls, no amount of Asia Wilson being great, and no amount of old team favoritism is going to save you when a team comes to play real basketball. But this was a big win for the Fever because the Aces were the only team that they had not won at least one game against last season. This means the Aces beat the Fever in every game last season. They actually haven't won a game against the Aces in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark. This team is amazing. They are beating the #1 team in the league first, and then they go and beat the Aces, who they haven't beaten in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark, which just shows how this team is finally working together well. Let's talk about what happened in that third quarter, because this is where it gets interesting. Lexi Hall, a player who's been working hard all season long, blocks out Asia Wilson perfectly. Clean positioning, perfect basic skills. She gets the rebound exactly like you're taught in basketball basics. But here comes Asia Wilson from behind, grabbing Hall from over her head in what should have been a clear foul for reaching over someone's back. She did this a good amount of times. Asia Wilson, she got a helpful whistle in the second half, but that's how it is. Star players get the whistle unless your name is, 29 points for Asia Wilson. 3 rebounds, 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 9 for 18 from shooting from the field, 11 for 13 from the free throw line. Look at the rest of her team. 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 6 points, 0 points, 4 points, 2 points, 3 points. Dana Evans, 1-4. 10 Dana Evans. Oh my goodness. Any basketball fan who's watched the game for more than 5 minutes knows what that call should have been. Foul for reaching over someone's back. Indiana gets the ball. End of story. But what did the refs do? They called it a jump ball. A jump ball. Like Wilson and Hall were somehow in equal position when one player was clearly fouled from behind while getting a clean rebound. I don't know about frustrations getting too much as more to just like making a point. Well, Caitlin says she got me though, so one more. She just got a bonus. And by bonus, she was talking about the Commissioner's Cup bonus, which was a what? Was it $49,000 or $43,000 per player because the prize money was $500,000. And apparently, Steph White just was mad about the referees. I don't know if it was Asia Wilson's whistle, or what, but even the people calling the game were shocked. You could hear the confusion in their voices as they tried to understand what they'd just seen. The contact was too obvious for it to be a 50-50 call. And yet somehow the referees found a way to turn an obvious foul into a neutral situation that helped the player who did the violation. The third, like I said, the referees were starting to help the aces. They were trying to bring the aces back in, and Sophie Lexi stepped in and sort of stopped it. Kelsey Mitchell never slowed down tonight, by the way. This is the best thing I've seen from Stephanie White all season long. Right here, she was upset by the refs already. And in the fourth quarter, 5:35 left, Stephanie White lost it on the sideline. She lost it, and let me just play this right here. Roll it. Lost that lead, and you see her just losing it up here. Losing it, and she got a technical foul right there. And Caitlin Clark loved it. If you are enjoying, please subscribe. But here's where this story gets beautiful. The Indiana Fever didn't let bad referees stop them. They took that questionable call, dealt with it, and then went on to destroy the aces in a way that made every questionable whistle totally unimportant. Let's break down this amazing destruction quarter by quarter, because what the Fever did to the aces was nothing short of basketball poetry. In the first quarter, Indiana came out swinging. They scored the game's first 6 points and never looked back. By the time it was over, they were up 21-14, and it was already clear that this wasn't going to be the A's night. The Fever shot 52.9% from the field while holding Las Vegas to 28.6%. They controlled the paint 16-4, showing early that they were going to attack the aces where it hurt most. Really put it on right here. You can see 24 points in the first half for the aces. I mean, seriously, for the aces' points in the paint. 38-20. I mean, it was a crushing win by the Indiana Fever. Second quarter. This is where the Fever stepped on their throats. They outscored the aces 25-10 in the quarter, shooting an absolutely crazy 81.8% from the field, while Las Vegas managed just 23.5%. They went perfect 6 for 6 from inside the paint, while the aces could only manage 3 of 13. By halftime, it was 46-24, and the game was basically over. That's a play that could have led to another Fever basket, making Las Vegas' team feel even worse. By calling a jump ball, the officials gave Las Vegas a lifeline. The aces had a chance to win the tip and possibly change the momentum. For a moment, it looked like the referees were about to tilt the game in favor of the defending champs just as they needed a break. This defense is playing amazing. Oh my God, it's night and day. I think that Commissioner's Cup gave them confidence. Now they're showing off. I never seen Natasha Howard so tough in my life. This girl is dominating now, all suddenly. She is dominating right now. And Timpson, the rookie, getting blocked shots, getting steals. Leah Boston is just destroying, crushing. Aja Wilson, man, I got a Wilson. I got a nickname for Aja Wilson, guys. You know what it is? Whistle Wilson. Because this lady's always getting whistles. She's the person with the special whistle, guys, every single time. And then she goes to the free throw line. Free throw seller. I think she's related to SGA. But anyway, she's not playing that great for the Fever. This was a classic here, we go again moment. Every player and coach in the building knew what they had just seen. Lexi Hall did everything right and still didn't get rewarded. That's the kind of missed call that can shake up a young team, especially against a big opponent like the Aces. For the Aces, it was a chance to breathe. Down big, struggling to find a fence, and suddenly the refs give you a 50-50th ball you didn't deserve. The lead grew back to 68-47 heading into the final quarter. Fourth quarter total domination. The Aces managed just 7 points in the entire quarter. 7 points? That's not basketball. That's a complete and total collapse. The final score of 81-54 doesn't even tell the full story of how completely the Fever took apart what was supposed to be a championship. Quality team. The Aces tried to put a little run together to start the third quarter, and Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hall shut that down. They shut it down by hitting some big shots. All right. That steal led to the only 2 points that Sophie Cunningham had, but it was big. So right here, let's just start. Let's start at Leah Boston right here. That's Sydney Cowson to Boston. She gonna drive into the lane? And I've got to tell you, she gave Asia Wilson all she could handle. But let's talk about Asia Wilson's performance in context because the numbers tell an interesting story. She finished with 29 points on 9 of 18 shooting and 11 of 13 from the free throw line. On paper, those looked like solid numbers. She got to the line 13 times, only 4 fewer than the entire Indiana Fever team. She had a helpful whistle all game long, including that questionable jump ball call. But here's the crushing reality. Asia Wilson scored 29 points, and her team still lost by 27. Think about that for a moment. The supposed best player in the league had what most people would call a good statistical night, and it was completely meaningless because the rest of her team was nowhere to be found. About to say some words I never thought I'd say. Free Asia. Wilson, free her now, not tomorrow, not next week. Right now. I never thought I'd say this. If I'm Asia, I'm in that locker room. I'm taking away everybody's shoes. I'm sure I didn't give y'all these free shoes. Y'all going to come out here and y'all can't even give me more than 5 points. None of y'all where y'all at? Y'all can't. Help me out. I'm defending MVP. I'm bringing y'all these championships. I took less money for some of y'all to be here and you can't give me no points. Really? I'm over here. I have 25 points in the third quarter. You can't. Give me nothing. After Wilson's 9 of 18.